Traveling to Egypt. What you need to know about social customs, home life, and entertainment. Egypt is a country at the tip of Northeast Africa and southwest of Asia. The capital is Cairo, and it is considered Egypt's prized city. Most of the land is located within the Nile Valley of North Africa and is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, the Gaza Strip in Israel to the northeast, the Red Sea to the east and south, and Libya to the west. Egypt is the 30th largest country in the world in terms of its geographical area, which is very expansive. Before we get started, here are some interesting facts about Egypt. Egyptians follow two calendars. One is the Western calendar, and the other is the Islamic calendar, which is based on the moon and has 11 days fewer in the year. There are more Facebook users in Egypt than any other Middle Eastern country. It is thought that the shape of the ancient Egyptian pyramids were inspired by the spreading rays of the sun. The Egyptian society is very unique, but at the same time they've also adapted Western traditions. In order to be able to embrace Egypt's culture, it is essential to know the general public's background. For example, 99.6% of the population is classified as native Egyptian. Small minorities include Greeks, Turks, and other Bedouin tribes. As for language, Arabic is the official Egyptian language. English and French are used in business and education. In addition to the official language customs, Islam is the official state religion, and 90% of the country is Muslim. While the population, language, and religion are crucial in embracing Egyptian culture, it is also important to learn how to get around by using the transportation systems and how to properly greet people.
Driving in Egypt is very chaotic, and most of the people who live there recommend that tourists take the bus or other public transportation if they are not very experienced drivers. Trains are good transportation for tourists to take because they are known to be cheap and comfortable. They avoid the heavy Egyptian traffic and can fit a lot more people in them anyways. Another plus is that the Egyptian language is Arabic. Therefore, some of the road signs are in English, but most of them are in Arabic, and if you cannot speak the language or know how to read them, then public transportation is the way to go. The greetings differ for different genders. Muslim men greet each other by grasping each other's right hands, placing the left hand on the other's right shoulder, and exchanging kisses on each cheek. This greeting is the same for women-to-women exchanges, but kisses are always between members of the same sex. Greetings between men and women are minimal, and different genders usually keep their distance. In Egypt, the left hand is considered unclean and is normally not used when consulting with people. Instead, the right hand is usually used for eating and gesturing. Tourists should follow these rules on greeting people, but the people there understand if you forget. Showing that you accept their culture is a good way for them to know that you mean no disrespect, and it is very important to show that you respect the Egyptian people.
Understanding the social formalities of a country is important. It is also crucial to be able to respect and embrace Egypt's family and home life. In Egypt, the custom of gift giving is an expected standard, especially around the holidays such as New Year's Day, Mother's Day, Liberation Day, Labor Day, Evacuation Day, and Revolution Day. The general present is usually very modest and inexpensive. The proper way to wrap a gift in Egypt is to wrap the gift twice, once in ordinary paper and again in brightly colored paper. The Egyptian people offer gifts with either the right or both hands. Hospitality gifts show the appreciation when invited into someone's home. The most common choices are pastries or small electronics. In addition to gift giving, food is also a key to understanding Egyptian culture. Egyptian cuisine is essentially Middle Eastern, with North African specialties, Turkish and Mediterranean dishes, and Arabic influences. The population mostly eats bread, rice, beans, fruits, and vegetables every day. The traditional dishes include shish kebabs, which are chunks of meat grilled on skewers, and falafels, which are fried chickpeas with fava bean balls. Both of these dishes are served on whole wheat pita bread. Unlike the rest of Africa, rice preparations are popular in Egypt. When buying food in markets and shopping areas, Fruits like figs, dates, pomegranates, and oranges, as well as fresh fruit juices, are available everywhere. The typical breakfast consists of fava bean dip, with pita bread, hard-boiled or scrambled eggs, and a cup of hot tea with boiled milk. The common desserts include kanafa, which is a baked pastry with layers of shredded wheat dough and nuts covered with syrup, and baklava, a baked pastry made from layers of phyllo dough, thin flaky dough, and nuts covered in syrup. So far we've learned about social customs and typical family norms, but entertainment is also a fundamental topic to know about in order to relax and have fun.
Music, dance, literature, oral and written, films, sports, and traditional crafts are popular forms of entertainment in Egypt. Egyptians have always loved poetry, which emerged in the early 1900s. Many artisans practice traditional crafts such as carpet weaving, calligraphy, metalwork, glasswork, and woodwork. Egypt is a major producer of Arabic language films and television shows. A lot of the younger people enjoy pop music and shabi, which are both a blend of Western and Arabic music. In Egyptian history, belly dancing and belly dancing music were deeply rooted in Egyptian culture and were performed at weddings and other events. Although it is said that the people today are not as involved with belly dancing anymore, and some people even consider it to be unacceptable. The generations now are not invested in belly dancing anymore, and it is a part of culture that has been lost over the years.
While belly dancing is significant to Egypt's vast performing arts center, newer generations are now focused on sports. Since ancient times, sports have played an important role in Egyptian society. The earliest evidence of sports were images depicting men and women participating in sporting events and murals on temple walls. In current-day Egypt, the most popular sport is soccer, and most Egyptians spend a lot of time watching games in person or on television. The national sport of Egypt is swimming, but soccer is more popular. Other popular sports include basketball, golf, hockey, tennis, squash, and rowing. Sports have played an important role in raising fitness levels and health in Egypt, and men, women, and children are all involved in sporting activities as a recreational activity. Women typically prefer squash and tennis because it is considered more feminine. Most people, including the youth, normally play their sports in the streets, parks, beaches, or at open fields in their neighborhoods, while others go to public sports centers. The government financially supports local sports clubs, and most public sports centers charge no fees, which is beneficial for supporting overall health and fitness. Even though it is important to know what an average Egyptian citizen does for entertainment, it is also essential to know where the common recreation sites are actually located. Today, many urban Egyptian people enjoy going to the movies. At the movies, a wide variety of Egyptian and foreign films are shown. Across the Middle East, Egypt is well known for its dedication to the cultural arts, which is evident in their film industry. Similar to the people in the United States, many people in Egypt also enjoy watching television. The most popular programs are talk shows and dramatic miniseries. As for other locations, men of all classes go to coffee shops to relax with their friends over tea, coffee, or shisha, a water pipe through which tobacco is smoked, while watching television or playing table games such as cards, backgammon, and dominoes. A growing trend within the younger generations is going to modern coffee shops that offer more expensive fare but include internet access. As for women, it is most acceptable to socialize in the home and in public places such as work, the market, or the mall because according to society it is the normal thing to do. For those who live near the Nile, boat rides with loud music and dancing are very popular. When the temperatures go down, people enjoy taking walks and sitting outside in the evening.
Overall, traveling to Egypt is no small task. It takes cultural awareness, good judgment, and an open mind. Although it may be hard, getting to know another country's culture is rewarding. Egypt is very different from the United States, but at the same time, you can find similarities within society, home customs, and entertainment. The key to understanding the diverse conditions of another country is to explore, embrace, and accept, and in doing so, you can find out different cultures are not right or wrong, they're just different.